Next up is HUMPREYS. Next is Uni, I'm sorry. COWPER. KOVACS. And MURCHISON. And from the remake, we have Chris Carnell. Okay, just in case anyone isn't aware, HALLIER had a little bit of a medical situation, so she's not joining us for the panel tonight, and she had to seek medical attention, and Rob Stein went with her. So those two will not be part of it, and we hope that Lori is, in good condition. So what we're going to do is just, like we always do, take questions from the audience. If you have a question, please raise your hand, and then just stand up and try to project loud so we can hear up here. Okay, who has questions? Anyone from? Oh, you're kidding. I've never seen this. Okay, go.
If there was a sequel, this to all of you, what would take place in the sequel?
Peter, well, about a year and a half ago, my agent said that there was an idea floating around that Laurie's character would become the police chief of Valentine's Bluff, and then all of a sudden, the mystery of the legend starts to unfold again, and people start coming up dead, and so the story continues.
After the film was completed, was there ever talk of a sequel to that, or was that before the period where sequels really started kicking in?
I don't think so. I heard sort of vague rumblings about that about 2 years after we finished the film, but I don't think it ever came to fruition, as they say. Unless, did anybody else hear anything about that?
I started a rumor myself about a year ago that Tommy Whitcomb became the police/mayor/sheriff, and that he was involved in a polyamorous relationship with all the surviving women at Valentine. And we invited everyone in to do a reality series, and then weirdness happened. And I actually pitched the idea to a local producer, but he said there might be some copyright problems on it, the original. And I said, well, I don't know, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm still spreading the rumors. So if you all want to go out and talk about this great sequel that takes place during a reality series where people start dying suddenly, you can take the credit for it. We just want to get the interest in it.
I mean, there's a ghost somewhere.
Who else has a question? Right here.
I have two questions, actually. Question one, you guys actually get paid in Moosehead beer? The big question is, anybody ever been back to the site, to Nova Scotia, to either the bar or mine?
So I worked with a girl at my job in Toronto who lived in the little town when we shot it after the film was made. I'd like to go back there. Cape Breton's a lovely place. If you ever get a chance to go up
I
there.
heard that they tore the line down, but like the laundromat and the bar and something else.
Well, it's been a long time since we did it, but I suspect you'll probably find the town, it hasn't changed a heck of a lot. Yeah. It'd be interesting to find out.
They gave me a choice, either you get paid $25 million or a case of Moosehead beer, and it was a no-brainer. I went for the beer.
I also got paid in beer, but it was some trouble with the police when I tried to give him the change.
Who else has a question? Right here.
What was the question?
So could you just speak up a little bit?
No, do we get tired of seeing Valentine's around Valentine's Day? No, gosh, no.
My son, is 14 now, was born on Valentine's Day.
That's awesome. There you go. See.
There was a question over here.
How hard was it for you to get the movie cast to let you
Oh, you know what? You'd have to ask the director that, but I know that there's some scenes that are in the newly released version that had to be cut out of the original version. So clearly we had some trouble.
The rated version, I mean, the R-rated version, we had to basically do the whole dryer scene in it.
Had the whole what scene in
The
it?
dryer scene.
Oh yeah.
The old lady in the dryer.
Yes.
Well, I know.
That was rude.
I'm sorry, I know the director, George, who unfortunately couldn't make it here, worked very hard to get it through. He was getting quite frustrated at the end because they asked him to trim a lot more than he wanted to. But that being the realpolitik of it in the day, you know, if in order to get it on the screens, he had to do it. But anybody who's seen the reinstated version knows that there's quite a difference in what you saw on the screens back 28 years ago and the reinstated version. It's quite a different experience.
In the on the DVD, the newly released one, if you've seen the interview with George, the director, he talks about something that I wasn't even aware of. That we made the movie in the wake of the assassination of John Lennon, and after that event, there was a huge backlash against Hollywood violence, and so George had to wrestle with that when he was cutting the film.